hasn't been able to keep
At
up
the
the
stop
same level
sign,
of dominance.
turn
And even
left
with the
onto
game
Boeing
going
Avenue,
internationally, it has
then
not
turn
grown
left
enough,
onto
okay, for
Laverne.
this to be acceptable.
Because there's no passion. At first, the dream...
Then play City Bay 20 minutes.
Okay, the original Dream Team had... It was the passion.
Turn
okay,
left
we
onto
lost.
Laverne.
We're going to apologize to the USA for losing in '88. So they came out there and they mollywopped everybody. I mean, they had people asking for autographs at the free throw line. But after that, it's like, okay,
In 800
everybody's been
feet,
compared
keep
to the
left
other
onto
Dream
West
Team.
Davison.
It's been so watered down that it's like, okay, well, is it my turn to go play in the Olympics? All right, I'll go over there and I'll play. They don't
Keep
have
left
the
onto West
motivation
Davison,
where the other
then
team,
turn right onto
it's
Hemingway.
there. I want to beat the United States. And if I can go out and score 35 points against the United States, maybe I can get a tryout. Maybe I can get a 10-day contract.
But it's not those guys.
At the
Patty
stop
Mills
sign,
is the best
turn
player
right
in
onto
Australia. He
Hemingway,
scored 22
then turn
points. He's
right
already
onto
had his NBA
Schoolcraft.
career. He's on the back end of his basketball career. And what is he doing? He's taking down a United States team that has far more talent. I don't know if people can
At the stop
explain it
sign,
to us.
turn right
If
onto
people see it
Schoolcraft.
the way Rico says it, it's just a matter of effort and want to. Would you go to the extreme to bring the college kids back into the Olympic mix? 248-539-9797. Is the U.S. losing embarrassing to you? Or is it just the reality of the other countries getting a little better and wanting it more?
Turn left onto Berwyn Avenue.
And I thought they were just going to go out there and just blow people up. But now that they've lost 2 times, I want to see what's the deal with this team. How can they came on leads? Why are they losing in the fourth quarter? And yes, I do believe if you had, think about it, it's the guys, and it's not that you have to be the college guys, but just, guys that, in their first or second year in the NBA mixed with some college guys, because that's
Go
supposed to
past
be the
this
best
light,
talent anyway.
then use the left lane to keep left to merge onto I-96 East.
They'll have the motivation, they'll have the want to, they'll have the try hard. They'll go out there and do things that maybe, how do you motivate people? How do you motivate people? How do you motivate these guys and put it together?
I would just think they're playing basketball. And their worst area is better than the other team's best. Maybe that's the only maybe that's the only way they can beat them.
Use the right lane to take exit 179 toward US 24 at Delaware Road. Take the exit, then turn left onto North US Highway 24 Service Road.
I'm KD. I'll take the final shot. Yeah, but I'm Danny. I'm going to take the final shot. I got the face. When I make it, I got the face, right?
Go past this light, then at the next one, use the second lane from left to turn left onto North US Highway 24 Service Road.
And unless you would be better off waiting. If you go to the NBA, you'd be better off and just say, you know what? Whoever, take the Suns or take the Bucks and let them go over there.
Run an NBA roster out there.
Run an actual NBA team that, they know. Michael Bridges knows, I'm going to go stand in the corner. I'm going to shoot threes. I'm going to do this. Cam Johnson, I'm going to come off the bench. They know their roles already. These players don't. They have no motivation. You don't get paid for this. So, they're treating it like they're doing volunteer work.
But this is noteworthy. And I don't know if people care enough. I know we're getting a few people who want to get in on this. Maybe people don't care. But when I put it to you this way, the U.S. is 52-0 from 07 to 2018. And only recently have they started losing some of these international basketball games. They used to win by 20+. Something is wrong with U.S. basketball. Rico's got his theory. I want to know what yours is. 248-539-9797. Why aren't we so dominant anymore? It's 97-1.
Speaking of all-you-can-eat wing buffets, how about Buffalo Wild Wings? You can reunite with friends back at the bar. B-Dubs, $3 tall house beers. Plus, sports wall-to-wall TVs. 27 sauces and seasonings. Full bar specials. Everything's back. Life is back. Buffalo Wild Wings. Fill the sports bar-shaped hole in your heart with B-Dubs. Participating locations. Delivery subject to availability. Fees may apply. Alcohol available for dining
Stay
only.
in the left lane.
Let's get the book. What are we doing here? Deliver a few boozy goozies. What is it here? Taxes are extra. Please drink.
If you think you have a gambling problem, call the Michigan Problem Gambling Helpline. It's toll-free, it's confidential, and it's available 24/7. Call 1-800-270-7117 today.
Continue on to Telegraph Road.
Are you a real estate agent, or have you ever thought about becoming a realtor? Hi, it's Mark Z with eXp. We are now hiring. Most realtors struggle because they don't have enough leads, or they work
In
day and night with
6.8
no
miles,
retirement
take a
plan. I
slight
have
right
solution
turn to
that
merge
includes
onto
company
M10
stock,
North toward
residual income, and a
I-696
great
West.
compensation plan. Come learn from the best. Me, Mark Z, at joinmarkz.com.
Menards has everything you need for your automotive needs. We carry a great selection of quality products. Keep your vehicle running smoothly. Formula Shell Motor Oil provides economical value and performance in a trusted brand. Pick up a quart of Formula Shell Motor Oil for only $2.79 after 11% rebate. Get 11% off everything now at Menards. Good through Saturday, July 17th. Savings are a mail-in rebate. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Save big money at Menards.
To see contest rules for 97.1 The Ticket contests, go to 971theticket.com and click on the Contests tab.
For the ones standing guard. For the eagle-eyed. For the knights in shining armor. And for all those who support them. We are Grainger, your experienced safety partner, offering supplies and solutions for every industry, committed to helping keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call clickgrainger.com/safety or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Odyssey's coverage of the Pro Basketball Playoffs is brought to you by Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline. Stay in the know as we keep you updated on all the games, breaking down the action from the court and bringing you all the biggest storylines from now until the trophy's awarded. It's the postseason coverage you crave on your favorite Odyssey sports station and streaming everywhere on the Odyssey app. Brought to you by Shell. Make the most of the stop you need to make with Shell.
Wendy's only makes one kind of breakfast, your new favorite one. How do we do it? With fresh cracked eggs, oven-baked bacon, and flaky croissants. You know, the things your old breakfast wasn't doing. So toss that old news and its soggy eggs somewhere useful. And get to Wendy's, where the sausage, egg, and Swiss croissant, bacon, egg, and Swiss croissant, and honey butter chicken biscuit are just 2 for $4. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's 2 for $4.
Limited time only. Single item. Limited price. Price and participation may vary. U.S. Wendy's.
How do you keep a workout fresh every day?
Climb up, Peloton, let's do this.
By getting everything from endurance rides to restorative yoga, all right at home. The Peloton Bike. Nothing like working out from home. Visit onepeloton.com to learn more. Your opinion matters. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket studio line at 248-539-9797. Book your stay at the D by visiting thed.com. The D Las Vegas, the home for Detroit sports in Vegas. Odyssey is your new home for all the audio that matters to you. Download the Odyssey app today.
I don't know about that. These are exhibition games, but the United States is being embarrassed, losing games to Australia and Nigeria. The U.S. hasn't lost 2 exhibition games only twice since '92. This is not what happens for the United States. And since Popovich took over and since the rest of the world, quote unquote, caught up, they're not nearly as dominant. What's wrong with U.S. basketball? As the Olympics kick off later on this month, Jim Costa, Rico, Beard, we're chopping it up with you guys at 248-539-9797. I realize this makes me sound like the ugly American. I expect to beat these other teams who are rostered with guys who could not make the G League. Patty Mills is washed out of the NBA, yet he's dropping 22 to beat the United States. Luis Scola, he's 135 years old. He's playing for Argentina in the Olympics. And the United States is looking at these games, and they can't keep up. With Kevin Durant, with Dame Lillard, Bradley Beal. Rico, they should be able to maybe I'm a young American and that's not fair. Maybe people think the world is caught up to us. I don't feel like the talent on these other teams is comparable, so that it points to something else. And that's what you brought up. Something between the ears, something in the chest.
Cookies. Let me explain this.
Yeah.
Damn! They're getting no money for this. It's volunteer work. And they're treating it like volunteer work. Now, when you go to volunteer to do stuff, it feels good. You got pride.
Right.
I'm helping out the kids. I'm building a new playground. But when they actually started to say, okay, I need you to go put that cement over there. I need you to hey, whoa. I was just here for the photo op. I was just
So hold on, but this isn't new, Rico.
No. Do you want me to do real work?
Kobe was willing to do the real work. LeBron was willing to do the real work. These guys were beating people by 40, 50 points.
Right. Kobe probably...
So Durant's not built like that.
I don't think none of them are built like that. Kobe was a different animal. I mean, Kobe looks like the type that if he lost to his daughter, he would flip the checker set over. Be like, no, I hate you. You're grounded. Because he had to win all the time. So we can't do that? I shouldn't be doing that to my boys? No. You know what? You're on punishment. No dinner tonight.
Kobe's an extreme example. Carmelo would play hard in all these Olympic games. Do we just not have those guys anymore?
I don't think they have the motivation because it's voluntary. You're not getting paid for this. And on top of it, look, man, you got too many stars. You got too many supposed superstars.
But that wasn't a problem before.
Maybe it is now. Because it's what's your motivation. You know what your motivation is? You're being compared to other dream teams. That's what your motivation is. This dream team did this, and this dream team did that. Whereas the other teams that they're playing, man, if I could go out there and play well, you'll be celebrated. Like I said, Team Nigeria, man, they will have a 10-year reunion for that victory, for that game. Yeah. They will. I mean, you see it all the time in other sports where a team that supposedly should have no shot, but they go out there. And, you get the Boise State beating Oklahoma in football. Oklahoma had Adrian Peterson in his prime. Had no chance of winning. But to them, they played hard. Oklahoma didn't want to be in that bowl game. And you saw it. You can't fake it. You can't fake wanting to be there. There's no motivation for any of those guys on the team. They're rich already. Some of them have rings.
Let me ask you this. Do you expect them to win gold?
No, I don't.
You don't think they're going to win?
I think they'll struggle.
But that's, so for everybody going, hey, Jim, this is an exhibition game. This is weak radio. When's the blitz coming? David, save these guys. You don't think they're going to win the gold medal. That's what we're getting at here. Is this basketball team went 52-0 from 07 to 2018. They lost a couple games in the last international pool, and you think they're going to lose a couple games in this pool. Something's clearly different about the Olympic competition featuring USA basketball. I want to get to the phones. I want to hear from people. We have Doug in Sterling Heights. Doug, you're on 97.1.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
In 1 mile, take a slight right turn to merge onto M10 North toward I-696 West.
To today, well, if you think about it, that Russian team was basically a professional team, but they all played together. They were all military guys, and they all played together, so they knew how to play as a team. You get these NBA guys out there now, every one of them's a prima donna. They're all in control of their own team. But when they play together, who's in control? They're all going to battle for the hot spot. So nobody plays as a team. They don't play as a group.
Doug, you're nailing it right now. I mean, game is on the line. Who takes the final shot?
Yeah.
They're going to sit there and huddle and argue with each other, rock, paper, scissors, to try to see who takes the final shot.
This isn't new. This isn't new. You had LeBron, Kobe, Melo. Who takes the last shot? They figured it out. Actually, Rico, it didn't matter. There wasn't a last shot to worry about because they were up by so many points.
Here's the other thing, and I appreciate the call, Doug. Yeah. Here's the other thing. When you talk about
use
those
the right
teams,
lane to take a slight right turn to merge onto M10 North toward I-696 West.
Should Kevin Love be on this team?
No, he shouldn't.
Should Jeremy Grant? I know he's a Piston.
Take a
Jeremy
slight
Grant
right
be on
turn.
this team?
Probably not, no.
No.
And Sadiq Bey is a placeholder, and there's a bunch of those guys.
To your point, though, about the last shot stuff, I think the other teams was Kobe, LeBron, Dwayne Wade,
You knew.
Melo, you knew, and Kobe knew he was taking the shot.
Right. And everybody else knew.
Correct.
Kobe's taking that
In
shot.
the game against Spain, when they needed that game to win,
In
everyone knew.
2.1
Kobe,
miles,
you take over.
turn right onto Inkster
We'll
Road.
compliment, we'll give you a break here and now.
But isn't Durant supposed to be that guy for these
He's not.
teams?
But here's the thing. You got a guy named Damian
Stay in the
Lillard
right 3 lanes.
who dogged Kevin Durant for making the decision he made. You think Dame Lillard's gonna be like, yeah, KD, you take the shot.
Oh,
no, he's thinking, I am the man that should take the shot. Yeah, I don't respect you.
David, let me take it one step further.
Uh-huh.
You know who else on that team who probably has a little bit of a problem with Kevin Durant? Draymond Green.
Yes, you're right.
Didn't really care for how you used us, got your ring, and then left. You don't think that there's some friction?
Oh, there might be, but that is such a... That wouldn't surprise me from Draymond, but after you begged him to come there and help you guys win a couple titles,
Right, but then
you
you
owe
know-
him a thank you card.
But now you're going to up and leave? And
Yeah,
act
his
like
mission
you're no
accomplished.
good?
On to the next one.
But once again,
I know, Draymond might be in his feelings.
but I'm saying you got a bunch of guys who all about them, okay? That's it. There's no team there. So I'm not shocked that they're having problems maintaining and holding leads because this isn't a good thing. You didn't put the best players
Stay in
out
the
there.
left 3 lanes.
Steph Curry is sitting on his couch laughing like, I knew this was going to happen. That's these bums. I could have made that shot.
Let's go to Mike in Clinton Township. Mike, you're on 97.1.
Hey guys, so it's a combination of a couple things. Every time the USA plays somebody, that's the other team's gold medal game, right? Because they're going to give everything they got in their best to play the United States. 2, I think international basketball is just getting better. Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in the NBA Finals right now. Jokic just won the MVP. Rudy Gobert just won Defensive Player of the Year. And Luka Doncic is probably going to be a generational player. So you just look at the landscape of international basketball, it's getting better, okay? And unless we start to come together as a team, then we might not be a gold medal team every year. But that being said, every time we go up against that other team is giving it their all to beat the best in the world. Kind of like when you win a championship. Every game that next season, people are coming for you.
I'll give you that international basketball is getting better. That's not disputed anywhere. Some of the best NBA players weren't born here. But you know what? They ended up playing here. The NBA still has the best basketball players in the world. And when I start stacking up the roster of Team USA, even as watered down as it is with Jeremy Grant and Sadiq Bey right now,
Kevin Love,
their roster...
I didn't know he was
At
still
the next
playing
light,
basketball.
turn right.
It's crazy. It's kind of like Patty Mills. Like, he's hanging on to the Spurs. He's like the only NBA guy for Australia, right? Because Ben Simmons didn't play in it.
There's a couple more.
Are there a couple more? The point is, the U.S. is always going to have greater than sign their roster compared to the opponent's roster, even with the growth of the game internationally. Sorry, Giannis can play for Greece. He'd be the only one who's an NBA player.
Right, but I mean, even
At the light,
waiting on
turn
Chris
right
Middleton
onto
and
Inkster
Drew
Road.
Holiday. They're only good in Milwaukee. They're no good everywhere else.
Yeah, but they'd be the best player on Argentina. They'd be the best player on Australia, and they're the guy we're going, he's our seventh option.
No, but here's the thing. At least Argentina would know. Get the ball to Drew Holiday, let him take
1.4
over.
miles,
This
turn
team
left
doesn't
onto
have
West
an alpha
14 Mile
male.
Road.
They got a bunch of betas. And the betas think that they're alphas, but they're not.
We're diagnosing what's going wrong with U.S. basketball. I know it's exhibition
Put it
games.
this way.
But we got people who want to get in on this. Go ahead, Rico.
No.
Finish your point.
If Steph Curry was on the team, you would yield to Steph. You would Steph.
I don't know. Steph was yielding to Durant when they were playing in Golden State, wasn't he?
No, Steph played off of Durant. Because what happened was when people said, you had to pick your poison. If you went to try to double Steph, Durant was open. If you went to Durant, Steph's open as soon as he inbounds the ball. Let's be real.
He walks into the gym.
Right.
He's in the tunnel and he's open.
Right. So, but if a guy like, to me, he's on that team, you know, push comes to shove in the fourth quarter, get the ball to Steph, let Steph heat up, because we've all seen what happens when he gets hot. He makes it from the logo, and he kills teams. They don't have that.
And I know you're not making this point, but I don't care if Steph's in this tournament or not. The U.S. needs to win these games, exhibition or otherwise, and they should be winning handily given the talent disparity. So I'm asking what's wrong. I like the thought that they're not motivated. That's a really good theory that's been thrown out there from some people. I don't buy that the world's just gotten better.
And with this team, like, why not Ben Simmons? Why ain't he in this? Hey, look. Bet on more than just the final score with a one-game parlay to BetMGM. One-game parlay is an exciting feature designed to help you make selections within a single game over 400 bet types, including team and player props. Look, if you listen to me, I give you tons of in-game parlays. And if you listen to me, I make you money, especially with DeAndre Ayton.
That's over the world.
DeAndre Ayton is money in the bank. You can laugh all you want, but I took that lesson from Ken Cotton. He kept betting the overs in hockey. Money is money. Are you going to turn down free money? Heck no. Sign up today and download the BetMGM app and try the one-game parlay on any baseball or soccer game this summer. And if you're signing up for an account, make sure you use bonus code RICO600 and your first bet risk-free up to $600. Don't worry about it. They'll give you your money back if you lose. So make sure you go to the app, go to the website, download the BetMGM app, get it on your phone, sign up for an account. RICO600. Remember that. It's paid and free bets. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. You must be 21 years or older. Michigan only. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. Excludes Michigan disassociated.
At the stop sign, turn left onto West 14 Mile Road. Then turn right onto Inkster Road.
Stuck in an expensive timeshare contract and feel like there's no way out?
I'm almost at $10,000 in 4 years. I've never traveled anywhere.
They made this sound that this would be a really good deal, that I could go anywhere, anytime I wanted to. That never worked out.
I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO of Wesley Financial Group. I've helped thousands of people get rid of their timeshares. I know all the tricks because I'm embarrassed to say I once worked in the timeshare industry. We've saved suffering timeshare owners millions in debt and maintenance fees. When you're approved as a client, I guarantee you a 100% success rate. We'll get you out of your timeshare, eliminate your payments, and get them off of your back permanently.
I honestly would recommend that you call Wesley Financial. They will help you.
Call Wesley Financial Group now for your free information kit. If they can't get you out of your timeshare, you'll pay nothing. Call 800-611-5252. 800-611-5252. That's 800-611-5252. Tigers fans, you won't want to miss Detroit's biggest summer baseball bash, presented by Miller Lite on Saturday, July 17th for the game against the Minnesota Twins at Comerica Park. And Miller Lite, the official beer of the Detroit Tigers, has your tickets. Listen all week long for your chance to win a 6-pack of tickets, Tigers alumni, post-game entertainment, and of course, ice-cold Miller Lite. Celebrate the rest of the season with the light beer brewed for all Tigers fans with great taste and only 96 calories. Miller Lite. Celebrate responsibly. 2021 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey, we get it. You don't want to be hearing a Progressive commercial right now. So let's tell you something you do want to hear. You are powerful. You're a warrior who bathes in your enemy's tears. Then you step out of that refreshing tear bath and into a bathrobe that somehow looks good on you. Yeah, you can pull off a robe. There. Don't you feel better? You'll also feel better when you save money for driving safely with Snapshot from Progressive. Savings you can use to buy more robes. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Snapshot not available in California, North Carolina, or for all agents.
When you're ready to buy something, the first thing you do is go online. But buying a home is different. You've got loan applications, pre-approvals, competing offers, the list goes on. That's where a Realtor comes in. Realtors have expertise and local knowledge to give you a competitive edge that a search bar just can't. And in today's market, an edge is what you need. So when you're ready to buy a home, the first thing to do is make sure you have an agent who's a Realtor. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial, and we've created a very unique 5-star process that allows the majority of our refinance loans to close in 10 business days or less without the need of an appraisal. Go to callhallfirst.com and get started now.
This hour's ticket signing bonus keyword is Master. Text Master to 72881 for your chance at $1,000.
3 o'clock, we will get into the face of Major League Baseball. basketball, although apparently that's hotly contested. Top of the next hour, Millennium Show with Rico, Jim Costa in for Mike. We've been talking about USA basketball. The Olympics later on this month. They're playing exhibition games, and they've lost 2 in a row, one to Nigeria and one to Australia. These are teams that they have regularly not just beat but blown out. They are losing. They had lost just 2 exhibition games since '92. They have lost 2 in 3 days. They are losing games in tournaments. They are losing exhibition games. I don't want to believe that the world has gotten that much better at basketball, because if they were better, they'd get plucked up into the NBA like the Lukas, like the Giannis's, like the Jokic's. Those guys aren't playing for Australia or Nigeria, so something's up, and we're trying to get to the bottom of it. Rico has said he doesn't think they're going to win the gold medal, that there's something off with this basketball team, the way they were built.
It is, because every night, they got to be ready for every team's best points. This is the gold medal game. I think one caller said it. Yeah. For whoever this is our goal. If we could beat Team USA, I don't care how we finish in the Olympics, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, we're going to be fat old men out here with our grandkids. They still will be celebrating us like champions in our country. That's what every game, they have to get up. And I don't think they're ready to do this for every game.
Granddad, remember when you beat Kevin Durant? He's like, oh, let me tell you.
Yeah, but Jimmy, think about it. They don't even get up for every game in the NBA. We have load management. I'm taking the night off. So if you take the night off for your paycheck, what do you think you're going to do for free?
I look at the roster and I say Durant, Dame Lillard, Bradley Beal, Zach LaVine. There's more than enough talent on this team. Draymond Green. There's more
Kevin
than enough.
Jeremy Grant. And let's not forget, when Chris Middleton gets here, that's when the party starts.
Game changer.
That's when the party. Him and Drew Holiday will sit there and brick shots like nobody's business.
Professional sandbags, the both of them. I can't wait for LeBron to take Space Jam to another level and show up and try to save this Olympic team.
Now, how funny would that be?
There it is.
If LeBron just showed up with guys, seriously, sit down. We got this.
So the team flies to Tokyo, and then he's already there with 5 other guys.
Right. He's there with Steph. And we got this.
We saw what happened to Australia.
We got this.
Sadiq Bey, you can go home.
Yeah, Steph, Zion's there. Yeah.
Go to the
point guard from Memphis. Yeah.
There we go.
Ja.
We got full phone lines here. Let's go to Keith on a cell. Keith, you're on 97.1.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem we have no defense. They don't play no defense, but you're not getting no ticky-tacky. Everybody look at me.
You can't jump into the defender and get free throws.
Yeah. Can't kick your leg out.
Yeah, we ain't get that no more. You have nobody to play defense. No big men. And then that's
Keith, you remember when it used to be that nobody internationally would rebound? They had all these big guys who would stand outside and shoot. And it was like, well, in the NBA, we rebound and play defense. And it feels like everything is flip-flopped because the Nigerian team's fighting for rebounds. The Australian team's boxing out. And I think what the U.S. has, Bam and Adebayo, that's about it.
Yeah, Bam and Draymond.
Yeah, that's it. And Draymond's on a real set. Yeah.
But wait a minute, think about this for a minute, though. Look how foolish we look. Change our game. If you got somebody else, we already worked in that team in the world. How would you want to change what you do to satisfy somebody else?
Well, because 3 is worth more than 2. I mean, that's what's happened in the NBA, but you can't forget the basics, especially when you go internationally, if you're not going to get the bailout calls on the step-back threes or the threes where you're leaning into guys.
But see, that's why I say maybe you let's compromise. Go with the younger guys, but mix in some collegiate.
You like a little hybrid, like when Christian Laettner was on the Dream Team.
No.
Why was he on that team?
Ask Kevin Love. No, but, I mean, think about it. I'd rather see Trae Young out there, Ja Morant, Zion. Mix that in with Cade Cunningham.
You could do like a 28 and under group where you're just constantly bringing in those younger guys who have something to prove, occasionally a college guy or two if they're special.
These guys have nothing. They got nothing to prove.
Anthony Edwards.
They got their money already. Right. You get the younger guys in there. Seriously, Well, I mean, he's hurt right now, but could you imagine Trae Young out there? This ain't going up. Him and Ja would just be competing with each other to see who can hit the best shots. But this team put together, you got a bunch of betas, you don't have any alphas. 'Cause I'm not a big Durant fan. I just don't. I'm not quite to David's hate of Chris Paul. Hate. But I'm not a big Durant fan.
I feel like Chris Paul could like rescue an orphanage, put out a fire,
a burning orphanage next to a church
and an old folks home. And David would be like, anybody could have done it.
He moved too slow. And an animal shelter.
Still not a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he moved too slow. Well, he didn't save that parakeet. I mean, he should have got there before it started,
Before it caught on fire. That's right.
Where was he at? How do we know he didn't start the fire?
Tell little Johnny to stop playing with matches. He likes Smokey the Bear. This guy, Chris Paul's just not good enough.
Maybe this was a State Farm commercial that went wrong, and they burned up the joint.
Hate.
It's just, I hate you. I don't even know you, and I hate you once.
I hope all the bad things in life happen to you and only you.
No bugs.
Rudy in Detroit. You're on 97.
Man, what happened to the Rockets? I don't understand. You're in the NBA. You're at the top, but you're not the 9th or 10th, 11th guy on the bench. You're a starter, and you're playing starter. You're losing the teams that don't even have NBA players now. That's embarrassing.
Well, but Rudy, remember this. The NBA created a term called load management. They don't even get motivated for 82 games in the NBA. So what makes you think they're going to get motivated to play for Team USA?
Because it's the USA. This is a dream team. Isaiah Thomas, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird.
Isaiah wasn't on that team.
I get
where you're going with it.
I get what he's saying. The original Dream Team was basically the ultimate corrector. We're going to show the world we will never lose again.
Well, and then when things fell into that 04 team got bronze, all of a sudden the Redeem team comes around in 2008. I don't know if we need another kind of rebirth here. I mean, you don't think they're winning the gold medal, and I look at these exhibition games saying, if something's wrong.
If you want to do it correctly, either go with whoever wins the NBA title or take a hybrid of Milwaukee and Phoenix.
Yeah, but their season's already so long at that.
And maybe that's the issue. Maybe the shortened season that goes all the way, maybe that's why we can't beat these teams right now.
So LeBron is right? We're playing too many games?
Crap, I gotta say LeBron is right. Well, never mind. I'll take that opinion.
Time to slam now. He's going to show up. It's going to be so great.
I'm telling you, if you go with younger players, a hybrid of college and young NBA stars.
I like that.
You would have something. If you put the Trae Youngs out there, the John Morants, Zion Williams, you put those guys out there. Put Cade Cunningham on that team. Put Jalen Green on the team. You would have guys who, they got something to play for because they don't necessarily have a name. They're hungry.
They're growing stars.
No one on this team is hungry. They're well-fed, sitting at the table, unbuckling their belt, leaning back in the chair. They're not hungry. They're stuffed. They're full. They're patting their bellies.
By the way, so people know, Australia has 7 NBA
Do they really? Who are they? Can you name them for me?
One is a former, Matthew Dellavedova. He does not play anymore.
Correct.
You got Aaron Baines.
Aaron Baines, he's an NBA player?
Dante Exum, Rockets.
I thought he lost out of the league.
Josh Green, Maverick.
Josh Green's a made-up person. Josh Green's not a real person.
Joe Ingles, Utah.
Yep, he's real.
Patty Mills.
Yep.
And then you have Matisse Thybulle for the 76ers.
Defender for them, yeah.
Yep. They got a lot there. I mean, that's just Australia.
So the world's catching up to us. Is that what I'm supposed to do?
You know what you have?
Has the world caught up to us, I think would be the better way of putting it.
But once again, you got former NBA players who want to show not washed up yet.
Like Patty Mills, I know I keep dumping on him, but he's got pop on the other side. There was definitely some motivation there.
Hey, what's their motivation? This Team USA has, if you want to say pride, great. America, love it. 4th of July, woohoo! And true American style, money's the ultimate motivator. They already got their money. Seriously, this is like helping out building a playground on your day off. And they asking you to do heavy lifting.
Like, I'm here for the photo op. I'm here to pour some mulch and go home.
I was here to cut the ribbon and, take a couple photo ops with the kids.
They hand you a shovel.
One at the end. Like, you asking me to actually mix up cement? It's 95 degrees out here, and I got to do this for the next 10 hours, and I'm not getting paid for this? You know what? I forgot. See, my wife called me, and we got this thing we got to do.
They have a game. We got to go. And a dentist appointment. Jim, you don't have kids. I know, but so much is going on. I got to run. See you later. 3 o'clock, face of baseball. I can't believe we have to argue about this, but fitting, I guess, with tonight being the All-Star game. We'll get into it. Wrap up some of your thoughts on USA basketball. I don't know if there's anything for on the board. I don't know if anybody wants to bet the All-Star game tonight or if we need to read the help number. We'll figure it out. It's 97-1.
Summer's here. It means you need to start planning those outdoor landscaping projects. We joked
Orange trees.
Yeah, Rico would like a cuties tree or whatever those things are called in his yard. Look, Miller could possibly do that. Go to getmillernow.com because if it happens outside, it's Miller. You can get an in-person consultation, video consultation, whatever works for you. And bottom line, if it happens outside, they'll do it. Getmillernow.com. That's getmillernow.com. They are the premier landscaping contractor in Metro Detroit, and they don't screw around. They say they're going to get it done, it gets done. On time, on budget, and to spec. So, if you'd like a citrus farm in your backyard like Rico, you're all set. It's getmillernow.com. It's Miller Landscape.
This Odyssey.com Sports Minute is brought to you by Lalonde Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
This is Jim Rome with an Odyssey Sports Minute. There's been an awful lot of talk about Shohei Ohtani, and despite all that talk, it's still not nearly enough. You want to know how good this guy is? He got me to tune into Home Run Derby last night. And don't get me wrong, I've got the greatest job in the world. They actually pay me to watch that stuff. They just don't pay me enough to watch that stuff. Home Run Derby could not be any more faded or tired. Even Major League Baseball knows that. Why do you think they bribed the winner of Mill to do it? In fact, at this point, I don't even know what the point of that competition is at all. At least I felt that way until I found out Shohei was participating. That's how you know how special that guy is. Even when he doesn't succeed, it's still amazing. It's still must-see TV. And it's going to get even better tonight. I'm Jim Rome.
Hey, frequent heartburn may keep you from running your A game, but it doesn't have to anymore. Join the Prilosec OTC 2-week challenge. Just go to prilosecotc.com. You'll get $3 off to get you started, plus 14 days of tips, tricks, and reminders. Just 2 weeks, zero heartburn. Go to prilosecotc.com and sign up today. Zero heartburn is possible with Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
Ready for your next road trip? Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts to get everything you need to stay safe while traveling. Visibility on the road is so important and so easy to achieve. Get your windshield streak-free and crystal clear with Blue Magic Glass Cleaner. On sale now, 2 for $5. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Celebrate summer at General RV, the premier RV dealer. We are making your summer adventures more affordable with zero monthly payments till fall. Whether you're searching for a family-friendly trailer, spacious fifth wheel, or luxury motorhome, we've got it. Plus, we offer personalized RV orientation and complete owner support. Make it a summer to remember and bring home your new RV with zero monthly payments till fall. Visit GeneralRV.com or stop by one of our super centers in Wixom, Clarkston, Brownstown, and Mount Clemens. Offers subject to credit approval. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Enjoy a powerful business upgrade with Dell Technologies Black Friday and July event. Get amazing savings with up to 50% off high-performance computers and tech built for business, and be able to take your office with you with Windows 10 Pro. Plus, get great offers on Dell servers, monitors, docks, and more, all with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. Call 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL, and speak to a Dell Technologies advisor today.
Never know
Why save $20 on a Napa Automotive battery? Because nobody likes bad starts. You know, like forgetting your job interviewer's name or saying I love you on a first date. So get a good start with a Napa Automotive battery at your local Napa Auto Parts store or Auto Care Center. Plus, get $20 back. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa Know-How. Participating locations, exclusions apply. May not be combined with other offers. Offer at 7/31/21.
Are you concerned about outliving your money? How would you like to have guaranteed growth and a lifetime income you could never outlive? Join Joe Uplegger for the Save Money and Income radio show on The Ticket, Sundays from 7 to 8 a.m.
Now, text or call The Ticket using the same number. Ticket text 248-539-9797.
Conversation with USA basketball. They're losing exhibition games. Rico saying, I don't know if this team's winning a gold medal. Wondering if the world is caught up to the U.S. or if something else is brewing under the surface with how this team was built or how these guys play. David, do we have any ticket text before I get to the calls?
I'm trying to see if I can find you Kevin Love Olympic jersey.
Oh, perfect. Sport that this month.
Exhibition.
He and I will play as many games wearing it.
Would you wear? How about if I just get you an Olympic jersey with cookies in it?
I'm wearing a cookie shirt today. This is great.
Record. Had this before you got the David, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
But you know what's gonna happen? You know what we should do, Roberto? We should all come in with a cookie shirt on Thursday. Every one of
My
us.
son has one.
Yeah, you find one, I find one. Let's do it.
Well, yeah, Kevin Love's on your team. You wonder why you lose. Ticket text.
Exhibition games, we talk about practice, man. Games don't matter, and dudes just got out of the playoffs. RELAX, Matt at work.
You hit me with an Aaron Rodgers.
You be better off getting Iverson.
Current Iverson.
Right.
Memphis Grizzly Allen Iverson.
So Costa is just not expecting the rest of the world to advance and try to be better?
Oh, they're going to try.
You don't think they were embarrassed by losing by 80 points and being punching bags for years?
David, I'm not denying the growth of the game globally. You can see it with the NBA rosters. My point is that's a handful of the guys, and they end up over here. Most of these rosters don't have Lukas and Giannis's and Jokic's, yet the U.S. comes in with more talent, and it doesn't reflect on the final score. Something's up.
I love this guy who says he doesn't watch, but he's texting. Says, I hope that you read my text. I love my country, but it would be great if the U.S. doesn't even make the medal round in hoops. I love sports, but I have not watched the games since '88.
I don't understand the point of that text whatsoever.
Right.
Is he also Lions free since '93 or whatever?
So
These
he
people
loves
will
his
tell you.
country, but he wants them not to. Okay, that's cool. No, but you know what? Because I bet you there's a lot of people out there who feel that way because the NBA went too political. And they got too, slogans and stuff on the court. And it lost a segment of people. And they're relishing in the fact that they're losing these games.
Well, there is a lot of text coming in saying that, what do you expect from players that hate their country? Of course they're going to lose in the Olympics.
They're not throwing these games because they have an issue with something going on in the country, whatever it
I
is.
also don't think they hate the country.
I don't think so either. You can be critical of your country without hating
How about
it.
this? Maybe the players hate the way the country is treating them.
Yeah. Or people that look like them.
Well,
Or people in their communities.
And you're right, Jim, though. They're not going to throw the games just because of that.
But once again, you're asking NBA players to go out there and play hard for every Olympic game. And this is a league that invented the term load management. They can't get up and play for every game, and they're getting paid for it.
Right, especially if you factor in exhibition Nigeria. It's like, all right. We'll see when the game's coming.
When I said I watched the Nigerian NBA, and you were like,
They sure did laugh at you.
Mike was like, you need help, buddy. Call the number.
those players are beating us. I was like, it wasn't that bad. It was like 10 o'clock in the morning, and it was all like, oh, this Nigerian NBA life. Apparently, it's pretty damn good.
Apparently. Bobby in Chesterfield. Bobby, help us wrap it up. You're on 97.
Hey, man.
Good. All right. So my issue with the NBA players now, with the USA team, is they just don't have what the players used to have. You look at the Dream Team, you look at the Redeem Team. They had what they don't have anymore. They had Jordan, they had Kobe, they had a killer instinct. They had a "you ain't gonna beat me" mentality, and that just isn't in the NBA anymore.
I agree. I just think that they don't have the guy. Everybody knew at the end of the game, Kobe, Bron, they're taking the shot. Who's taking the shot on this team? We had a bunch of individuals all out there for themselves. And let's wait for what, Drew Holiday to show up. He's going to save it with the cape on. Hey, Devin Booker may not even play because he's got a broken nose. So I'm sure he's like, you know what, Steve Butler. There you go. 2 Pistons.
Rico, normally we do on the board here. I don't think you're going to touch the All-Star game. I'm not going to touch the All-Star game. No.
If you're betting on the All-Star game, call 1-800.
What about the over?
270-7117. Tell them you need help.
I can't wait to hear Kenny's pick of the day. He's going to justify some crazy over for the it's in Coors Field and the ball carries.
Guys, take the over. 8.5 home runs. Take the over 8.5 home runs. I'm telling you, it's going to be money in the bank.
Yeah, you don't have to play every day. I think we should stress that. You do not have to play every day, especially if the only offering is the MLB All-Star Game. I don't expect you to dig up some European Soccer League
or Nigeria NBA.
Or Nigeria NBA.
You do have a problem. You do. Let's finish this out.
All right. Let's get to Dave in Novi. Dave, you're on 97.1.
Hey guys, hey Rico, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I do think that the Americans are just playing with no urgency, no type of let's win at all costs. However, the flip side of that is the international players are no longer afraid of the American players. And the reason why I say that is because, they've gone against these guys in practice and in plays and in playoffs and stuff like that. These guys aren't intimidated like they used to be when the LeBron or even Jordan days. They're like, buddy, I can beat you. I can take you one-on-one. And when they get to Luka, that's going to be even more scary.
Yeah, Dave, I can't see them going up to the free throw line saying, "Hey, can I have your jersey?" They'll be looking like, "Wait, who are you?" Grant. What team do you play for?
Hey, Rico, one other thing too, I want to make a point, and I hate just the coaches of the international teams making a play, because Mike Brown is on the Nigeria coach, and I'm pretty sure he's saying, you guys kept firing me. I'm going to show you what I got. And so I'm giving you all the inside scoop on how to play these guys.
Absolutely. You got former NBA players or guys that, who play in the NBA who are sitting on the bench. Yeah, they're motivated because this is your chance to prove I'm just as good as you. So, yeah, there's a ton of motivation from coaches and players. And when you go up against the United States, it's David versus Goliath every night. And I don't think that this team is ready to play the role of Goliath every night.
Clearly, you're absolutely right. I totally agree with you.
No, Dave, appreciate the call. Clearly not. We come back. We've got the face of baseball. Apparently, this is a debate whether or not he can be the face of baseball. It's coming up next on 97.1.
Finals are here. We talked about it on the board. FanDuel Sportsbook, they've got a great offer for new users. 30-1 odds on the Suns or Bucks to win their next game. Have an opinion, make a pick, turn $5 into $150. That's it, that's all. And look, same game parlays, the Rico special. We talked about one earlier. I don't know, Suns money line, Chris Paul over 20, and Devin Booker over 2.5 threes. It's plus 454. Stuff like that.